Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka I'm Ghostbuster, and today I'm doing a review of Citizen Sleeper on Xbox. Now, this was released on the 5th of the 5th, 2022, developed by Jump Over the Age and published by Fellow Traveller, and they were kind enough to send me a copy for this video review, so big thank you for that. Now, this game is a sort of role-playing game mixed with like a narrative-driven game mixed with a board game. Imagine like the Telltale games where there's no combat as such. It's a very much sort of dialogue heavy, interaction heavy game, but with the top down and dice mechanics of a board game. And this is what you will get. And then add in sort of attributes and sort of role play RPG-esque systems all in one. That is probably the simplest way to describe it. So, in this game, it is set on Erlin's Eye, which is a ruined space station that is home to thousands of people that are trying to survive on the edge of an interstellar capitalist society. So you play as a sleeper, which is a digitised human consciousness in an artificial body, which is owned by a corporation that wants you back. So at the beginning of the game, you pick one of these three characters. Each of them has their own pluses, minuses, backstory, like about them, and obviously their own attributes, sort of like plus ones, minus ones in sort of RPG sense. And then you're sort of thrown into this colony, and you have to sort of build friendships, sort of earn money, do jobs, deal with all the different factions and stuff like that, and basically survive every cycle. Now, cycles are a main part of this game, very much akin to a turn of a board game. So every cycle you recoup your sort of energy, and you get assigned a selection of dice. Now, these dice can be various numbers. They're randomly assigned each cycle, and you use them to assist on a variety of actions that you undertake. So the higher the number, the higher chance of a success, similar to playing like an RPG or a board game. And you basically assign these in, and then obviously your attribute points also help with that. So some of them are like negatives if you're not very good at something, so you need to put a higher dice in and stuff like that. Now, one thing I will say about this game, the story is really good, really engaging from start to finish. I'll not go too in depth for it. The game itself will take you about sort of 12 to maybe sort of 15 hours, depending on how much you do. But you can literally play through all the story mode, and there's loads of sort of side quests and everything that you can pick up and play as you progress. Now, there's loads of different ways to progress through the story. There's so many different dialogue options and different ways to proceed. It's very in-depth, and despite the fact that you're not really walking around, you're just sort of navigating menus, it does keep you entertained and sort of enthralled throughout. Now, the artwork is absolutely fantastic in this game. Like I say, the character art looks fantastic. The UIs look really great. They really fit in with that sort of like futuristic sort of spaceship setting. However, I must admit that the UI is a bit hit and miss, and you're trying to click stuff and to do things, and just sometimes it just will not do it, basically, which is absolutely annoying, or you'll end up clicking the wrong thing, and I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's just me, but it is a bit of a pain. Now, there's also clocks in the game, which you're like, what, ticking clocks, which is basically just times. These track either your actions or actions of others, and it can be anything from sort of your a progress on something, or how much you've done of something else, and they just sort of let you visually keep track of everything. And like I say, as well as the main game, there's also obviously the character, which you can upgrade all their skills. So there's sort of 5 main skills. There's engineer, interface, endure, intuit, and engage. And you're able to unlock perks and bonuses that obviously reflect and change how you're able to live in the world. But like I say, really, really interesting game. Highly recommend it. It's priced normally at £16.74. It's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S and PC. It supports smart delivery and it's optimized for Xbox Series X and S with 4K resolution. And it's currently on Game Pass, so there isn't a reason not to play it. And it also is cloud enabled when you've got Game Pass Ultimate. So this is one of those games that really benefits from cloud. It works really well because you can. It's not a game you have to have super fast reflexes for, anything like that. It's a very interesting game that you can sort of take your time on it and stuff and just sort of play at your own pace. Now, one thing I do really like about this game, which I will mention before I go, is it's just received its first new DLC pack called Flux, which is the first of 3 free DLC packs that are coming to the game. So there's 2 more coming after that. I'll not sort of explain about it too much because it just sort of continues the story from where the game finished off. It introduces new characters and expands on the wider narrative of the Helion system, which is the star system which the ship you're on is orbiting. And the second DLC is due to come out in October, with the third coming out in 2023. Obviously, that is to be confirmed or to be fully locked in, but that's what they're saying anyway. But like I say, not only is the main game really good, it's currently on Game Pass, so you can pick it up as part of your subscription if you're not able to pay the full price, but you're also getting free DLC content which continues and expands on the story all at once. It's such a good round package, and if you're a fan of RPGs, classical sort of top-down board game-esque games with dice rolling and that sort of thing, or you just like narrative-driven games like the Telltale games of old, highly recommend checking this out while you can, and you can grab it on Game Pass. Now, the game is also available on Switch and PC, but like I say, I played this on my Xbox Series X and had an absolute blast. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.